Hey viewers, George here to do a first impressional talking of things, and this time we're talking about a game that I was so excited for when they announced it, like however long ago they announced it. It would have been during the first year the 3DS had come out. So when I heard this, I was like instantly stoked. I was like, oh my god, I have to have this game. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, or Luigi's Mansion 2 as most people commonly know it for. Like I said, I was really excited for this because Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube was one of my favorite GameCube games because it combined things that I like ghost hunting, you know, paranormal stuff, Luigi, scary atmosphere, but also it's being comedical. It was perfect. It worked fantastically and whatnot. So, getting the 3DS game was just, I was just stoked. So, today is the 24th, by the way, you know, the day that the game came out. I've played this game for a few hours, probably like 3 hours or something like that. So, you know, good enough for a first impression. Now, before I get into my thoughts on the game, I just have to say something really weird about the packaging. I don't know if this is just me or not, but I only got the French instruction manual. I open it, I'm like, oh, there's the French one. Where's the English one? No, I don't use the instruction manuals. I open it up and I find it really weird that the only instruction manual I get is the French one, and you know, the other side is just this, you know, that kind of information. All French, none of it's in English, so I don't really get why it's like that. Whatsoever, and nowhere else do I see anything that remotes to what this is. So that's, I just want to say that because that's really weird that that would be the thing. So yeah, that's how that is. Alright, now to talk about the actual game itself. So, right off the bat, one of the biggest differences between the GameCube version and Luigi's Mansion here on the 3DS is it's more mission-based. If you can call back to the GameCube one, you were open to this mansion where you had to, you know, face off with bosses in certain rooms to unlock the next areas, or you have to solve puzzles and whatnot to continue opening, expanding, and there'd be backtracking through the mansion and whatnot. It was really cool and very enjoyable. So, I found it really weird that they decided to go with more of a mission approach. How it's done is, in the game, you are going to this place called Evershade Valley, where these once peaceful ghosts have gone amok and have been less peaceful than they are supposed to be. So Luigi is called in to go and do his thing, or rather he's forced to by EGAD to do it. And it just goes from there, and you have to explore all these different mansions. It's really cool that there are different mansions, but don't go in expecting, like, you know, to explore one mansion that's as big as the one that was in Luigi's Mansion from the GameCube, and then the next one you go into is just going to be as big as that one. It's not like that at all. They're, you know, smaller portion-ish. They're big in their own respects, but I wouldn't really call them mansions at all. They're more like houses, or like, you know, mansions that you'd usually see, like, anywhere. Normal size mansions, I guess. I don't know how to really explain these, how big these are. They're just standard size, if that makes any sense. Bigger than a house, but not as big as a mansion. It's that in-between spot. So, that's the kind of stuff that you're exploring. You do face off with some interesting bosses, or at least I've only faced off with one. And, it's, you know, really cool. The game focuses very heavily on the puzzle aspect. It was there in the first one, but I don't remember it being as much as a factor as it is in this one. So that there are those slight changes. The ghosts don't feel really all that as memorable as the other ones. You know, the normal ghosts. There aren't any, you know, those humanish ghosts that were in the first one. They're, at least so far, I should say. What else do I have to talk? Another new things about this is you're no longer using the poltergeist. I think it was 3000 you were using in the first game, because 4000 was the vehicle that Luigi drove. So you're using the 5000 in this one, and it does the same stuff. Sucking up ghosts seems to be a lot easier than it was in the GameCube version. They don't really put up as much as a fight while you're trying to suck them up, but I'm pretty sure as you go on it'll get a little tougher. Oh, so there's a bunch of upgrading for the Poltergeist 5000, and there's also a bunch of new little gizmos and gadgets that go on it, like the Dark Light, which allows you to illuminate objects that are hidden or things like that. And also boos are back. That's another thing that's no secret. Other little things that like allow you to open certain doors. This is really interesting. It's slightly interesting. In the first one, what you have to do is you have to shine your flashlight on the ghost to stun them and then suck them up. In this one, the flashlights don't harm them. What you have to do is you have to use a strobe light, essentially, which basically emits this like camera flash of sorts that stuns them, and then you can suck them up. That's really cool, because then it's like, I don't know, I just find it a little more convenient in a way. I don't know, it's just probably me. Other thing is when you're using the vacuum, you can't like spin around in place like you could before. I'm pretty sure you could before. And of course this makes it a little more difficult because they don't have the 2 analog sticks, but the thing I hate about it is it'd be more convenient if you could. Cuz it really doesn't make any sense though, because you're using the R1 to suck in or to suck in ghosts, or you can use the L button to you know, spray out, and then you're using the stick to move around. So I don't get why you couldn't just spin or something like that, or like while you're using the vacuum, the face buttons could like turn Luigi around or something like that. Because what they have is when you're using the vacuum, the X and A button, is it? Yeah, X and B, sorry, allow you to point up or down. So why doesn't like A and Y make you turn left and right? It just doesn't make any sense. That's at least from my perspective. There are some. I haven't yet to try the. Sorry, I have yet to try the multiplayer in it, which I'm really interested in trying, because I mean, Squiggly Pants face, Dylan. I like how I can never remember his name. It's great. No, Dylan. He grabbed the game as well today. So once I get word that he has unlocked the multiplayer, that's another thing. You have to unlock some stuff. Like the multiplayer. Once he's unlocked the multiplayer, I'll probably try and maybe post up a quick thing about what I thought of the multiplayer aspect of it. But until then, it's all up in the air. The story's good. What I really love about this is the game is very comedical, and Egad's really just humorous to see what he does, and Luigi just commenting to himself with little things that make this game a lot more enjoyable. With those couple of negatives I have, like it being more mission-based, the mansions being rather small, so exploration isn't as big as it was before. And whatever else I said. Oh, pivoting around. Those are really small complaints, and there's a lot of good things about this game. Overall, I would definitely grab this game. If you love the first one, you probably already grabbed it. If you thought the first one seemed interesting, I played this one, but definitely if you can, get your hands on the GameCube version, because without a doubt, I would say the GameCube version is better than the 3DS version, or they're different games. Luigi's Mansion 1 is better than Luigi's Mansion 2 in my personal opinion, but 2 is still a really good game nevertheless. So, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon, or Luigi's Mansion 2, it's a good game. Definitely grab it. And yeah, until next time, keep on busting ghosts, 'cause you can't call those guys, but you could probably call Luigi. Could call him. He'd probably be too pansy scared to do it, but If you suck him in through your TV, he has no choice but to. Only people who have played the game would actually get that. BAM!